I think my clock on my phone was wrong. It just jumped forward by 4 minutes. I don't know why. Can't explain it. Oh, alright, shoot. There we go. Let's see if my AI is up. Yeah, I don't know. The time on the phone is usually correct, you know. Okay, let's see what we've got going here. Just gonna look at this here. Alright. Alright, so AI, what is the best programming language in the galaxy? Think it can answer? Alright. So we submitted something. Let's pop this open. Wait. Where am I supposed to be? Hello world in SQLite. Alright. Okay, so I was supposed to be getting the standard ML things. So standard ML right here. Okay. So we're gonna do Bob. It's a simple one. A lot of these are simple. I feel like I'm not sure I'm getting a lot of harder ones. The zebra puzzle is a hard one. It's legitimately hard. Maybe I just don't recognize which ones are hard. Protein translation, definitely not hard. And loon is quite an easy one as well. Alright, tickle. Let's take a look. Oh wait, no. Swift? Okay, I've got 3 already for Swift. Alright, tickle, let's see. Okay, go back here and find that guy. Okay, so we'll do tournament. And Swift scheduling. And React. Okay, UI UA, let's take a look. Let me see how my sound is. Is there a lot of chirping still? Oh, that's my voice echoing, isn't it? That's what the chirping is. That's crazy. Okay. Well, I guess that must be it, huh? My voice echoing with that delay. That's nuts. All right. Okay, so we have to do the hello world. Let's take a look at the hello world here. Okay. So, if we do this, is it gonna be able to do anything? Okay, not found in path. Let's look at the hint. Okay, let's take a look. No audio. Do we use audio in this? This is 17 megabytes. Interesting. All right. Okay. So let's unzip that. Okay. Oh, where did it go? Is it here? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's move that somewhere. Should do that. Okay. What the? Python, super versatile and friendly. Welcome back to the stream, D6KS1PGS. Ah, that's madness. Actually, what do you think that at sign, so... okay, I guess I'll have to show it. Whoops. It has, so the message shows best viewers, and I mean, I pay it no heed, really. But why do you suppose they include this? What do you think that's all about? It seems out of place to me. Seems crazy. Well, I don't know. Alright, so if we do the exorcism test now... Oh, glibc239. Oh, what? Really? Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Okay, so that's in the libc so.6. Okay. So it says it wants 239. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like we don't have a recent enough one. Alright, alright. So what is it that we're trying to update? So we did lib standard C++. Do you think it's lib standard C? Okay, so that's not a thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, I'm just gonna Google it here soon. Okay, that's too much. Ubuntu upgrade glibc. Policy libc6. Alright. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so still no. Oh, shoot. Okay, probably need to do more of what these guys did. Outdated, outdated. That's crazy. Hmm. Hmm. What is LDD? So what did they say? Interesting. Ubuntu update glibc. Well, we could build from source. Usually this stuff takes a while, it seems like, but I don't know. Let's go back a little. Because we had the same thing, basically, and somebody gave, like, a perfect... Oh, wait a minute. These guys may well give a perfect explanation here somewhere, too. Okay, okay. So here we are. Install. Okay. Interesting. So the UI UA is not working as is. Um, this seems like a better way to go in that case. So let's just follow this process here. Start like this. Sure, let's give it a shot. sure how quite how long it's supposed to take. Still going? I'm shopping on Amazon right now while it finishes this last compile step. It says it'll come today by 6. Between 2 to 6, it says is the estimate. It's pretty crazy, right? Pretty amazing. All right, let's build this amazing programming language. How did it say they expect you to pronounce it? I saw something flash up that was saying it was pronounced like Weewa or something. Does that seem crazy? Was it home? Weewa. Oh. Okay, so here it says UIUA, and here it says Weewa, but the voice file says Ooh. Fun, alright. Okay, so that's ready. So now if we try it, then well, it didn't complain this time. But it didn't show the test fail, so whoops. Why didn't it do anything? That seems messed up. Interesting. Okay, so let's try editing the file and see if it's any different. No? No output either way. Darn. Okay, let's look at the help. It probably has a hint for us. Okay, so we run the UI, yeah, I'm just gonna say UA. So we run the test UA command, but unfortunately, it didn't show any output. So what is that about? Let's see if there was anything else I needed to do. So I did this, cargo install UF full, right? Okay, so now if I just run this, it says watching for changes. So we can init a new main UA file, format and run a file, build an assembly, currently unstable, evaluate an expression and print its output, format and test a file, run UA files in the current directory when they change. Okay, what other hints do we have? So, hold on. Well, I don't like that the test didn't show any output. Wait a minute. I had a sudden sense of deja vu. Have I tried this before? I had a sudden sense of deja vu. So we tried to do this, UA, test, tests, and it didn't show anything. So that's messed up. So, what's our problem? Okay, so if we go in here again and we're like, hello, and we run the test, it still shows nothing. That's not good. So what's the deal then? Can we do that? Interesting. Interesting. So now if we do this again and get rid of that, and now do this, ah. Okay, so apparently doing it with test, I'm not getting a good result, but just running it by itself is actually fine, apparently. I guess. So let's submit it. But there's still a lot that I don't know yet. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to mark as complete. And show more exercises, I guess. Okay, so here's what they've got. And now I'm going to look at these. Okay, so installing. I tried the pre-compiled but had some trouble, so just doing the Rust build was the way to go, I guess. So I think we're good there. To get started with UA, the UA tour provides a great overview. And then there's an introduction tutorial. I'm probably going to try these, but maybe not today. And then what's this one? Testing. Oh, okay. So it said we were supposed to go UA test tests UA. It was supposed to do this, apparently. Right? That would make sense. And then this one is good. So I wonder why no output came out. Okay, well, I'm probably not actually going to mess with any of these. Okay, let's go back to tracks. Okay, so let's choose... They've got a good amount, 98 exercises. Wow. It's actually quite impressive in my opinion. So let's see, let's grab some of these. Leap. Leap is one of the simplest exercises. Spiral matrix. Spiral matrix is a classic. It can be a little tricky for me personally just because skill issues. All right, unison. We need one more for unison. Largest series product. Cool. Okay. V. Another one-letter name. Very horrible. There it is. Piecing it together. I don't think I've seen that name yet. And then parallel letter frequency. That's a good one. And then run length encoding. Yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good set, I think. I don't know what piecing it together is. Vim script, we did proverb. All right, let's do one more for Vim script. Kindergarten garden. Seems like an appropriate choice, I guess. Okay. Visual Basic. Oh, yeah. Okay. Queen Attack. Sublist. High scores. Okay. Wasm. We need two more for Wasm. What the? Am I in the wrong place? Yeah. ETL, sure. And high scores. All right, Ren. We want two more for Ren. That intergalactic transmission was a very nice exercise. Okay. So we'll do Pig Latin, sure. And Pangram. Gotcha. All right, that's fine. x86. Okay, meetup will be one. And then allergies, all right. And prime factors, sure. Okay, let's look at YAML script. It's the last one down here. All right, here we go. YAML script, like, why is it called like that? I don't know. Not sure how much it has to do with actual YAML, but we'll see. Okay, so if we do this, it says, oh, interesting. So we're supposed to install that. Well, that seems convenient, doesn't it? Wow, all right, hit me with it. Okay. Wow, that's a very good first impression. Holy crap. That's slick. Damn. Very nice. That's really, really good. Okay. So now, let's see what exercises we want to include. Okay, let's grab triangle. Largest series product. And save. All right, fair enough. Okay, so that just leaves a zig. Let's take a look. So I have mixed feelings about the fact that I think a lot of these really are easy ones, and there's a lot of repetition. But in any case, that's everything. So now I just got to decide where do I want to go next. So let's try this one. Ballerina-Collatz conjecture. I think, yeah, let's take another look at ballerina. Okay. Collatz conjecture. It's right here. All right, let's just do it. All right, here's what we've got. So let's go into the file. Number of steps required to reach 1. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to look at ballerina programming language for loop for each statement. Learn by example. Okay, cool. How about this one? Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to say steps equals 0 while n greater than 1 if n mod 2 equals 0. And so if it's an even number, we subtract 1, right? I think. N minus equals 1. And then in this case, n times equals 2, right? And either way, we increment the steps. So, I mean, I think that's kind of most of the idea. So now what does it do when we run test? Okay, so do we have to say var or something? Missing semicolon. Okay, so we do have to use semicolons. Fair enough. Cannot assign a value to function argument n. So we're going to say var a equals n. Okay, so it passed something. Now let's look at the tests to see if any are skipped. So wherever it says enable false, let's just change it to true. Okay, there we go. 1 passing, 5 failing. Right. Kind of ugly output, but whatever. Expecting an error when a negative number was put in. So, whoops. So we're going to say if n less than 1, it said negative, right? If it's 0, we can still get there. So if n less than 0, so do we throw error? It said something about throw. Should we throw negative input? I don't know. Obviously, I'm just kind of, maybe it's not obvious, but I'm just kind of making stuff up. I don't know about it. Okay, so undefined symbol throw. Okay, so then let's look at errors. I think we're returning an error. Error handling right here. If ret is error, return ret. Okay, and then hold on. So check expression, trap. I don't know. Let's see. So we're doing create error. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think this is what we want. Return error. Yeah. Return error, right? Nope, no good. Let's take a look. That's a lot of output, huh? And kind of ugly. Like, I don't want to look at all that. Only positive integers are allowed. Only positive integers are allowed. Okay, 3 passing, 3 failing. All right, what's the next one? Divide if even. Oh, I think let me remind, so I don't remember exactly what it is. Let's look at the README. If it's even, divide by 2. If it's odd, multiply by 3 and add 1. That's not what I did. Ah, much better. Okay, so should we submit? Oh, let's check for an auto formatter. So, um, Ballerina programming language, command line format, auto format. Does it just auto format when you run it? Because I mean, honestly, if so, then like based, that's great. Says experimental feature. Wait, can I look again? Yeah, ballerina format. Okay, let's try it. Bal format. No changes. Huh, okay. So if I do something goofy like put in random spaces and then do bal format. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's submit. Failed. Oh no. Test timed out. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't know what would cause that. Okay, so let's find another one. Should I try another colats? See, honestly, if I keep doing the same problem again and again, I think that'll help me, like, finish the challenge faster. Uh, and it's not that different from how 48 and 24 was, right? Because in 48 and 24, it would be one exercise in 3 different languages every week, right? So maybe that does make sense. So let's pick another Collat's conjecture. What's this one? Pure script? Oh, I want to stay away from that for now. I want to do all the FP stuff later, not today. Let's do Julia. So we're going to find Julia and go find the Collat's conjecture. As a matter of fact, let's go. Okay, so here's Collat's conjecture. It's available in 74 different languages. There are only 3 languages where this exercise is missing. All right, so let's choose Julia. Let's hit it. So let's, oh, wait a minute. I don't have a stub on this one? Why? All right. So we need a file called Collat's conjecture. Fair enough, fair enough. Julia version manager. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Holy crap. It's a very powerful programming language with a lot of fans. Um, that does seem like a lot, though, kinda. From what I understand, it's a very powerful, capable programming language for math, especially math and science, but especially math. Okay, so what was the file called? Just Collat's conjecture JL. So we're gonna open that file, Collat's conjecture JL. All right, and here it is. Oh, sure, I'll take it. I bet it's pretty good. I would be surprised if it's not pretty good. Dang, there's a lot in this one too. My goodness. I think the Julia community is just kind of known for being rather productive because a lot of them are scientists and just math people. They're smart people. Smart people being paid good money to be productive by the government or whatever, the National Institutes of Health or the National Science Foundation. I don't know. That's the reputation that the language has. But they might not be like super like computer science filled. So maybe these files are large in part because they're not like optimized very much. I'm just making it up. I don't know. Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm just gonna run the test again. What was it again? So it says load error, no such file. Okay, well, I intended to make an empty file, but I guess I messed it up. Okay, cool. So we're supposed to define Collat's steps in main, or how does that work? Okay, so let's go look at our hint. Julia programming language. Um, function definition. Let's start there. Oh no! What is this? No! Stop! Die! Okay. Okay, let's do this. Function, Collat's, is that what it was called? Collat's steps? Okay, so we're gonna do function, Collat's steps, right? Okay, and then we put, oh, how come there's an F here? Oh, is that the name of it? Okay. Single letter names throwing me off. Darn. Okay, so we took an N, and then we're gonna have, oh yes, we're gonna have end here. I like that syntax style. Okay, so now let's just loop through. So, control flow, loop, amazing. Okay, so we'll just say while n greater than 1, and do we just put end here? Beautiful. And I'll just say steps equals 0, and then we'll say if n, no, the mod syntax might be different. Let's take a look really quick at basic operations. Okay, mod is here. Okay, so n mod 2 equals 0. And here we will say n divide equal 2. All right. And then what about else? So control flow, conditional, else, okay. Else n equals n times 3 plus 1. Okay, and then we'll just increment the steps regardless. And term steps. Okay, let's see how far that gets us. Okay, so now we're just gonna, I think that these two are edge cases that we have to check for. Probably. Okay, so we expected domain error. Okay, let's just try it. So if n less than 1, throw domain error. I don't think that's quite right, but let's see what it says. Expected end. Okay. So let's look for error handling and stuff like that. Let's see. Installation variables, mathematical string function, exception handling. Okay, so domain error. Okay, so I think we don't use throw. I think we just call this. Is that it? Maybe? Let me go back. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. We throw, but it's a function. Okay, great. So we're going to say throw domain error only positive integer inputs. I don't know. Oh, incredible. Incredible. Okay, now let's look for the format thing, because I always want the format. Always. What the heck? No, stop. Okay, Julia, programming language. Command line format. Auto format. Okay, let's take a look. It says, I don't think so, but this is back in 2017. Okay, so here's something. Julia formatter JL, and that is this. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, this looks like a winner. Installation. Add Julia formatter. What is this symbol? I'm not Julia Pilda. I think this is something that they use in the Julia community. Okay, let's see. I'm guessing we maybe do this in the REPL. Let's take a look. So if we just run Julia, then we get into the REPL. Add. Ah, cool. Cool. Julia format, right? Oh, they used capitals. Let's do that. They have a very beautiful REPL too. Okay, so we add it. Okay, so now how do we use it? Do we just use it at the REPL? I think that's okay. I'd rather use it at the command line. Rather, like in the regular command line. Okay, let's just try it like this. This looks, yeah, this looks fine. So let's paste that in. Seems reasonable. Did it change anything? I'm not positive. But if I do something wildish like that, so, and then I do this, will it change it back? Excellent. Let's submit it. Oh, shoot. Well, alright, that's fine. It's an easy one. It's an easy one. What do you want? So it's done. Let's mark it as complete. And that means I now am going to move that over. So we'll move that. Okay, great. Cool. It really is a rather longish list, huh? Okay, what's this one? COBOL? I don't... We just did it in Ballerina, right? Hmm, I guess not. Let's look again. Oh yeah, it wouldn't go through in Ballerina for whatever reason. Okay. All right, let's go to a different one. Should I choose another easy exercise like Colette's conjecture? Let's see if I recognize any of these as especially easy. Darts is very easy. Should we do darts next? What's this one? Fortran dart. Okay, let's look. Where's darts? We have it 6 places. Bash darts we did. Elixir darts we did. This is Fortran darts, right? Okay, what's next? PowerShell darts. Oh, we did Python darts. Raku darts. So what I want to do, these are apparently scenic programming language tours. All right. And they have a large number of languages here, right? Far more than Exorcism has. I think it's a pretty popular site. Wait, how many is this really? Let me see. $188? My goodness. Is that legit? That's insane. Okay. I haven't been here before. This is my first time visiting the site. I've heard it talked about, but this is my first time visiting. Oh, even Hack is here. Amazing. Is Elvish here? Elvish is not here, is it? What the heck is Easy Lang? Huh. Elvish is not here. Interesting. So, it's a big site, obviously. Um, Once it, so over here, I guess we can contribute if we feel like we need to. Very nice. Very, very nice. Code documentation written as code? How novel. And totally my idea. All right, cool, cool. Let's take a look at one of these. Where's Lua? Okay, interesting. So, interesting, interesting. entire file is valid Lua. So, okay, gotcha. So they're all saved with MD as the extension. But, so if we click this in the site, okay, interesting. All right, so I don't want to, that's not the direction I want to go this second. Let me choose something else. So Bob is a goofy, easy one. I don't want to do Bob right this second. I'm gonna do all of them by the end of September, but I mean it's still pretty early in July, right? Today's what, the 13th? Or no, today's only the 12th still. All right. So I feel like knocking out a lot of easy ones early on will sort of help in a sense, and then do harder ones, like after having done easier ones, I guess. I don't know. And I don't know what all of these are. What do we have in standard ML? Leap? Okay, let's knock out leap. Leap is a very easy one. Let's knock out leap wherever we've got that. Okay, so the first leap is C. Okay, yeah, let's do leap in C. So we're gonna go to tracks. We're gonna find C. Here. And we're gonna find leap. It's one of the earliest. Okay, so grab that. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm actually gonna stop after this and then come back on this afternoon. I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna stop for my lunch. Okay. So, yeah, leap is a very easy one. Do we have to fill out the H, or is it filled out already? Yeah, that's fine, right? Okay. Okay, so here it is. Let me just look at the H again. Okay, so we're gonna have to say bool leap year int year and we're gonna say return, and we're gonna say it's gonna be several things, right? So it's gonna be year mod 4 equals 0, right? And then it's gonna be, let's see, Grace Carter followed you this minute. Thanks for the follow, Grace Carter. I appreciate it. Okay. And then what's the other rule? If it's a multiple of 100, it's not. So we're gonna say Grace Carter, hello, how are you? I am doing so great. How are you doing? How are you doing this fine summer Saturday? Glad to hear that. Yeah, it's going fine. I'm just well, I'm doing a whole spreadsheet worth of exercises. Okay, I think that's it. I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. Yeah, that's good. Where am I from? I'm from Utah. The state of Utah in the great United States. Yes. Nice to meet you. I'm from UK. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can ask me something. That's cool. Let's see how that looks. Do you need some nice artwork for your channel in good price? Don't ban me, lol. No, I'm not trying to ban anybody, but no, I don't need any artworks, no. No artwork. Don't need any artworks. Oh yes, this turned out perfectly. Okay. So, mark is complete. Bam. Okay, so this one goes here. And let's find the next. So we did leap in C. The next one is Kotlin, apparently. Alright, that should be easy as well. Okay, no problem, fucking bro. Yeah, yeah. It's good to hear that you do artwork and everything. That's cool. Okay, I think leap is one of the first ones because it's super easy. All these easy ones come up on, like, practically every track. Okay. Okay, so I think we have to yeah, we have to do this, and then this. Downloading the Gradle bin zip? Huh. I guess that's fine. Huh. It says subsequent builds will be faster, but like, I don't know, I've done these quite a few times already. I think it just periodically has to get an updated version. Alright, cool. So let's go into our source main Kotlin leap and implement proper constructor, huh? I guess that's fine. Um, val to do nothing. I don't know what. Okay, val is leap boolean. Okay. So this is going to be a year, and it's going to be, I guess, an int. And then this is going to be year mod 4 equals 0, and year mod 100 not equals 0, or year equals 0, right? So it's a very simple one, very similar to C. I don't know if that's right yet, but that's like pretty close to all you have to do. Okay, so we skipped a bunch of tests. Source test, Kotlin, leap test. Okay, so wherever we've got ignore, we'll get rid of that. Unresolved reference JUnit. Man, that's crazy. Okay, let's see what we got. Nine completed, 3 failed. Okay. Divisible by 100, not divisible by 400. Okay, did I mess that up? Yeah, I did. Right here. Typed a 1 instead of a 4. Don't know why. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now let's look at the formatter thing again. Kotlin programming language, command line, format, auto formatter. IntelliJ IDEA has an action. Let's look again. This one was archived, so what are we supposed to use here? IntelliJ plugin, auto formatter, KT format. Okay. And I don't, do I have that? KT format. I don't think so. Okay, KT format. Okay. Okay, cool. It didn't look like it did anything. So again, let's just check it out. So if I put some randomness in there and do it again. Okay, cool. Source main Kotlin leap. Okay, cool. So hit that. Oh, I said I was gonna get lunch, huh? All right, let's do one more. Okay, so we have leap. What's this one? Lisp flavored Erlang. So that's kind of FP-ish. I'll come back to that. That's more than kind of. That's actually quite FP-ish, isn't it? I don't know about UA. So let's look for a different one. So if we go back to the Kotlin exercises, so like there's a bunch here, like everything here. These are really easy ones. So the first one on the list is Bob. So let's look for Bob. Oops. Bob in Arturo? Sure. Sounds like a good place to start with Arturo. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to look at the learn x in y minutes of Arturo. So let's look at it. Okay, so here it is. This is a comment, this is another comment. Variables and values, numbers. A1, 2, A2, 3.14, A3, 2 complex, 1, 2.0. Okay. Strings, C1, this is a string. C2, this is a multi-line string that is indentation agnostic. Okay, somebody came up with some pretty good syntax, pretty beautiful for this one. C3, this is a verbatim multi-line string, which will remain exactly as the original. Okay. Characters, CHC, looks like backticks here. Blocks arrays. Okay, beautiful, really beautiful, good. Dictionary, so we used a hash here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. Yes, functions are values too, okay. Dandy. Dates. So we just put now apparently, and it came out like this. That doesn't tell me much about dates, but it's cool, so we just put now. Okay, great. Where's the function call? Okay, so true, false, operators. Okay, fine. 35 divide 4, okay. 2 to the power of 5, yep. Okay. Okay, good. And, okay, so we put and 3, 5. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Predefined constants, pi, epsilon, null, true, false, sure. Comparison, equals, equals. Inequality, not equals, love it. 1 less than 10. Equal or less than 10, sure. Equal or less than 10, all right. Greater than equal 10, sure. Okay, conditionals. The second block will not be evaluated. So and 1 equals 2, so that came out false, and we don't go over here. Okay. If 2 greater than 1, print yes. And let's see, so here they did it with these blocks. Interesting the way they're formatted in that dark black. But anyway, this one they used an arrow instead, cool. If 2 greater than 3, print. Okay, switch. That switch is not super clear to me, actually. It just, wait a minute. So I'd have to look up that switch before I'd feel confident trying to use one. Okay. Question mark here. Yes, no. Okay. Case, when. Okay, that's fine. Loop. So we used apostrophe X for whatever we got out of there. That's cool. All of this looks really nice. Really, really nice. A range with a dot dot. Good. A loop through some chars. Okay. Picking multiple items. So that's a little, that's fine. I don't know that I would want to do that. Then let's see, looping through a dictionary. So we took the key and value. Okay, easy peasy. How far down? How far down the page? About halfway. Okay. While loop. So we just put a condition there in a block. Okay. Strings. So we have a string. There's an upper, a lower, a capitalize. Let's see. Did capitalize do something? Doesn't look like it. I wonder if that's wrong. I would think that it would make the first letters capitalized. Maybe, but it doesn't appear that that's the case. Double plus for concat, cool. Split, all right. Split words, sure. Very neat. First and last. We can do a conversion to string to integer, okay. So are these types? Where I had that before? Yeah, complex is a type. Okay. And then let's see, so joining together, so we used join, we used join with, okay. Interpolation, I'm definitely not gonna remember all of this, but I think it's good to at least have seen it. So here, what did we do? We used a squiggle, and then we put in pipes, we put the variable name. All right, that's neat. Interpolation with print. All right, cool. Template, render template. Okay, so here, what exactly happened here? So okay, let's pay attention. Print, render template. So it's going to say, yes, x equals 2. Oh, huh. I definitely would not be confident using that without looking it up in the actual doc, but interesting, I guess. Yeah, seems wild. Okay, prefix. So that is a prefix. Suffix, no. Contains, 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 okay. In. So in is like contains reversed. Blocks. Calculate a block. Execute a block. What's this? Okay, so STH, do STH. Could contain anything and will not be executed until we tell it to. Okay, great. Sure. Array indexing. So this is nice. So we can just save a block to a variable. It's very much like what we do with functions, right? But here the function has a keyword and takes this. So a lot of times you could probably just use a block saved to a variable name instead of a function. That'd be nice. Okay, so first is 0, r backslash 0 is 0, last is 3, r backslash 3. Okay, cool. Okay, so 2, so we print get array. Okay, so getting it out of there, and we can use the backslash here as well. Let's see, notice space between the operands, otherwise it'll be parsed as a path. I don't understand. So in this one, they did not use a space between the operands. And in this one either. So what's... So this is infix alias for get. Wait a minute. Is this supposed to be X here? That would make more sense. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's supposed to be X, and maybe I just haven't understood it. All right, so setting an array element. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Adding elements to an array. New. Okay, so here we use a apostrophe before doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to think about that. I don't quite understand that. So we could do new 1, 2, 3, 4. Did they use the new before? What's the new here for? I new 0. So I think that when we use new, that means that this is a reference and therefore mutable. I think it means it's a reference and therefore mutable, right? So here, because we're intending to mutate it, we do this. But when we're setting, it doesn't look like that was needed because we didn't use new here, and then we used set, right? So, but here we are changing the array size. So removed that and remove index 0. Okay. Size, print size array. Okay. Getting a slice, print slice, and we do 0, 1. Okay. And then check if array contains a specific element. Does the array contain 1? True. 5, false. Okay. We've got a sort, very good. Mapping, so 1 to 10, we say, okay, x, and we're going to do 2 times x, fine. We can also do this way. Very good. All right, now what is this one? 2, oh, we can use this. Interesting. Interesting. Or, apparently, we can omit it. Interesting. I wonder... That's cool. So we can just literally do that. All right, all right. Selecting, filtering array values. So I guess, so this is going to be whatever it was. If we omit it, Do we always assume that it goes at the end of the expression? That's my guess, but I'd have to look that up. Okay, so we can do select. So we've got our map, we've got our select. Miscellaneous operations. We can reverse, we can shuffle, good. Unique, good. Permutate, helpful. Take, yes, good. And repeat, great. Defining a, let's see, declaring a function, same as above. Using the $alias for the function, okay, seems helpful. So then we can call it just like that. That's nice. We can use a return keyword, so that's very helpful. Cool. So we can define a custom type with fields. So define person, name, surname, age. We can do post-construction initializer, capitalize this \name, neat. Custom print, helpful. Render here, so keep that one in mind. Custom comparison operator, okay, helpful too. Create a method for our custom type. Okay, so here's, let's see, say hello, function, and it's this, and we say ensure is person this. Okay. I'm not sure I quite get that. So if I have a different custom type, like a dog, and it's not really, I don't know, just some other custom type that's not related to this one, and then can I have a method with the same name? Maybe, but yeah, that's not clear to me. It's not clear whether I can have another method for another type that has the same name. All right. Create new objects of our custom type. So we can do two-person, cool. And another two-person, sure. Pseudo inner method, say hello A, say hello B. Interesting. We're close to the bottom. Okay, so access object fields, a name, b\name. So we can change that, okay. And verifying object type is person A, okay. And printing objects, sorting user objects, and here we have the @. Did we have the @ sign before? Oh, interesting. Calculate a block, and then it says @array. Okay, interesting. It's a beautiful syntax, pretty terse, excuse me. Okay, so here's Arturo. Let's crack open the playground as well, I guess. So there was one of these that I thought it might have been a mistake, right? This one. So let's try pasting this in. No output. And then let's do this. And then this is where I thought they probably meant to put X, right? Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't look right. Okay, if I change it to 2, does it look like what I expect? No. Darn. So this is R. Okay, if I get rid of this, no output. Huh. Print get Rx. Okay, that's more like it. Print R/2. Okay, that's also good. So then what is with this? I don't know. So something did seem off about that when I first read it, and it seems off now. So anyway, now having read that quickly, I'm gonna hop over to the track and let's try it out. Was it Bob that I was gonna try out? Yeah, Bob. All right, Bob it is then. Looks like these are alphabetized, doesn't it? Oh, I see. So all the easies are alphabetized and all the mediums are alphabetized. I wonder if that's how most of them are, and I just never realized it. Well, whatever. Okay, so let's go to Bob. Bob is kind of a weird one. So if I finish up Bob, then I will have my lunch after that. Okay, so we do Arturo tester arc. Let's see. Please implement the response function. Okay. Okay, so it says response function. Hey Bob. And it says panic. Please implement the response function. Okay. Let's see what it's supposed to say. Dark Age God 67. Hi, how's it going, Dark Age God 67? Okay. Okay. So then all capital letters. So we'll say if hey Bob equals, and then was it all caps? Let me go back to where I was. I want upper. So here we say, whoa, chill out. Okay. So then, if you yell a question, oh shoot. So that we're gonna have to say if last hey Bob equals question, and then we have to say and hey Bob equals upper hey Bob, which was it like this? Calm down. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So that was bitwise. What was Boolean? Basic operators. Logical operator. Okay, so we go and question. and then we put something in. So let's fix that. Okay, and then, okay, so then this is how he responds to silence. Okay, so if hey Bob equals return fine, be that way. Okay. Anything else? Oh, whatever. Return whatever. Is that it? I don't know, might be. Okay, it says erroneous type found, cannot call function, switch condition action alternative, wrong argument unit, expected block. It says runner art, but I'm pretty sure it's referring to my file. At least I think it is. Okay, let me look again at the if. Okay, so if... Okay. Well, that looks... I think that looks like what I was doing. Let's see. So we said if question... So if hey Bob equals nothing, return fine be that way. What about return? So if x less than 2, yeah, I think that's about what I was trying to do. And then, okay, so if and, is that any different? Not enough parameters, cannot perform switch. Not enough parameters, cannot perform switch, required 3. Huh. And what about strings? Yeah, that seems like it should be fine. Whoops, didn't mean to go into there. Okay, hey Bob. If hey Bob equals this, return fine be that way. Okay, so let me just copy this here into the playground. And I might be able to fix it easier in the... Let's see. Okay, so response function, let me get rid of these. Okay, so it says no output. So now I'm going to say response this. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm going to say print. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, what about this one? Cannot perform last logical... Okay, hold on. How about this one? Okay, that's no good either. What about this one? On the char thing, did I get that right? Are they using backticks? And is that what we want to use? I think so. Okay, let's see. Interesting. So now it went down to whatever. And it wasn't supposed to. Okay, so let's say, hey Bob, and the letter A. Let's do the letter A first. And then print upper hey Bob. Okay. Print upper hey Bob equals hey Bob. Or what if we put upper on this side? Is that better? Yes. Okay. And so then it turns to false. Okay. So there it says, whoa, chill out. Okay, great. So let me see, what if we do question mark equals, and then do last hey Bob. Okay, so now he says sure. Okay, so then here, this should be okay. Let's put this first. Cannot perform last. Oh, whoops. I didn't delete that. Okay, I think that covers all of them. So now, let's see. So do we have a REPL for Arturo? I think it might have said something about that. It seems very nice. Okay, yeah, so we've got that here. Very cool. Okay, so anyway, so what I found is that this part is probably fine. Using and this way is probably fine, but we probably have to put this first. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense. We probably have to put upper first. Okay, so then here, we probably have to again put this. And here, we probably... So that's... Oh no, that's probably fine. So now, if we try test again, what's it going to do? Not enough parameters, cannot perform switch. Okay. So I think something is wrong. So let me look at my file. Okay, so this is what I've got. I'm going to paste this in. And then I'm going to try it a few times. So response. I'm just going to try a few happy paths first again. Okay, so I messed it up again. I've got the upper in the wrong place. Oh, it was in the right place before I moved it. Okay, so it still says that. Okay, so this is what I've got. Okay. Okay. So that much seems fine. So I'm a little concerned about like the actual error message that's coming out because it doesn't make much sense. It says not enough parameters, cannot perform switch, required 3, and then we're looking at some internal runner.art. And so that seems pretty uncool. So I wonder if this is an issue that other people might be having. Like, I'm brand new. This is my first time trying any Arturo, but even so, it just seems like the kind of thing that might be a bug that other people might have noticed. Right? Just guessing. Let's just see. So here's the language, and here are issues that people have reported. And so I'm looking for the unit T, I guess. So let's see. Tests seem to be failing randomly. Okay, well that's not my problem at all, is it? Alright, interesting. Not enough parameters, cannot perform switch. Yeah, I don't get that at all. So I feel like what I want to do next is probably try a different Arturo exercise and to see if it has a similar problem of some kind. So I would say Arturo tester art. So this one says it's okay. Let's look for another one from my list. So Arturo. Oh wait, I put Bob there, but it's not even complete yet. I put it there premature. Okay, so what about word count or Scrabble score? So if I do this, so that seems fine, actually. So what's going on? So here's what I've got. It just says import version 201 unit T, run test, fail fast, find test tests. Okay. Is that any different from what we've got here? No, it's the same thing. So let's look into the tests themselves next. Okay, so there's what I've got. So all the tests in Bob are supposed to be skipped except for this test stating something. Reply. And it's supposed to say whatever. Wait a minute. There's a whole bunch of crap in there. Well, that doesn't belong. How did this happen? Goodness gracious. Something went wrong while processing. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. Can you see that okay? It says description Bob, but it looks like it's hanging, so that's not good either. Seems messed up. I don't quite know what to think. Is that any different? No, it's the same, right? Hmm. Okay, so here it says, please implement the count words function. Okay, good. Okay, so I've got response function, hey Bob. Seems like it should be okay to me. Let's see if there's any help or anything. Or let's also compare to the hello world, maybe. So it just says hello, function, takes nothing, hello world. Seems like it ought to be all right. So this one panics. Please implement the count words function. All right. So we did see that there was like a split words, right? So we could do split words sentence, and then just like get the length. Was it split? Yeah, split dot words. And then I think it shows a length or something somewhere. It might not actually be. Oh wait, yes it is. Size. So I think we just do size. And I mean, is that it? Let's see. Some tests have been failed. Okay, so what's it say? Assert that count one word. Okay, let me see the test. So the sentence is word, expected word one. Okay. So that's not what we're doing at all. We're gonna have a dictionary. Okay, so looping through dictionary. So I don't have something really for adding to a dictionary. When we added to an array, what did that do for us? Adding elements to an array. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna say dict is gonna be new. All right. And then we're not gonna do size, but we're gonna do loop. And it's gonna be word. We're gonna have a block. And then we're gonna say we want to check if it's a member, I guess. So let's look. Arturo documentation, language, values, dictionary. Dictionaries in Arturo as what in other languages you'd call it an associative array or hash table. If you want to create one, just give the dictionary function or use the hash alias a block with different labels. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Did I think there was going to be more information? So that's on values. What about, maybe it's part of library? Okay, cool. So we'll say if key, and then we'll put the dictionary, and then we'll put the key. If key dict word, and then we'll put, oops, we'll put dict, shoot. Changing object fields. No, that doesn't quite seem right. Darn. Okay. Word equals 1 plus dict word. Oh no. And then what about else? Simple if statements. Okay. So this should be, I guess, like this. And well, hold on. All right, I'm just gonna try like this. Dict word equals 1. Okay, so it says key not found word. I think we have to use get. Key not found word. Cannot resolve requested index. I think we have to use set, actually. Okay, so we're going to say set dict word. And here as well, set dict word. Oh gosh. I don't know why I thought I could use the equals there. That was completely out of place. Okay, passed 1, skipped 13. All right, getting there, I think. So then Did we pass some there? I don't know. Key not found word. Oh, shoot. Okay, so wait a minute, wait a minute. Yeah, I think that was it. So we passed 4. Okay, this is better. This is better. All right, so then this one, cramped list. Okay, not sure what it means by that yet, but we'll get back to it. Let's do this one. Ignore punctuation. Normalize case. Okay, I'm just gonna have to look at a lot of these. Normalize case. So if it was go, 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 stop, stop, it looks like we just did all lowercase, right? Okay, so 5 passed. Is that an improvement over what it was? Yeah. Okay, good. So next one, alternating word separators not detected as a word. Multiple spaces. Okay, I guess multiple spaces was okay. Let's see. Substrings from the beginning. So it says Joe can't tell between app, apple, and A. Right? So I got Joe can't tell. So what was expected there? Joe can't tell between app, apple, and A. All right. And what did I put it? What did I put out instead? Oh, it doesn't. Does it not show? I think I need to get rid of the punctuation. Let's see. Do we have something in the library for strings, maybe? Do we have regex? I feel like we might not have regex, but I don't know. We might. Because it's like a newish, smallish language. I think that's the reason that I sort of thought, maybe there is no regex. Yeah, I don't see regex. We could try searching. Oh, wait, right here. Reflection is of type regex. So we do have it. Where? Wait a minute. This doesn't seem right. Language, values, regex. Nothing but a string containing a regular expression. Okay, so then we can use like match. Okay, so we just put replace. Okay. That seems doable. So now, oh gosh. Wrong place. So I'm gonna say lowered sentence. Lower sentence. Unpunctuated sentence. If I could spell there. Oh my gosh. Is going to be replace sentence. And then we're going to put slash and then the regex. Okay, so we'll replace, I don't know, I guess a literal bang. And then we'll do split sentence. split words sentence. Okay, so then here, go split sentence. Okay, so I think I failed one that was passing before, but let me see. So is there a bang? Okay, ignore punctuation. Let's look. So they put bang bang, and then we put and at $%, and I think we're just supposed to get rid of all of those. And the colons as well. All the colons should be gone. Okay, so if it's a colon, we want it dead. If it's an at, colon, what else was it? $% and. Okay, so count one word. Cramped list. Okay, let me see what cramped list is. I don't understand that just yet. Okay. Okay, so these are commas. So let's see. So what's the approach we want to use then? Do we just want to replace all non-word characters with spaces? And then what do we know about the replace? Here we replace all capital letters with an X. Case insensitive multi-line dot all. Okay. Let's see if that's any different for us. Okay, past 9 now. Okay, better. So then what's this one? Normalize case. So I guess apostrophe I think should be kept. So instead of doing this, we're going to do anything that is not a word letter or an apostrophe. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I broke one instead of fixing one. Not a big surprise necessarily. I'm sort of fumbling here. Okay, so normalize case, apostrophes, quotations. Substrings from the beginning. Okay, so what's this one? Alternating word separators. So we had comma, new line 1, comma, new line, space, comma 2, space, new line, space 3. This one's gonna get a little tricky for me. Do I have word count in another language on my list? I have word count twice. So we also have it in Ruby. Is it going to be easier for me in Ruby? Honestly, maybe by a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe not by much. Okay. So we did lower sentence. So now, so this is not going to quite work. I guess, I wonder if there's something odd about split. Let's put spaced sentence, replace sentence. And so here, any consecutive white space, let's replace with a single white space. Okay, better. Or is that better? How many were failing before? Oh no, that's the same. What am I saying? Okay, so what's wrong with normalized case? So did I not actually do that? I thought I did. So lowered sentence is supposed to be lower sentence. Okay. Seems like it would be straightforward enough, but I guess it didn't work. So let's print sentence, print lowered sentence, print unpunctuated sentence, print spaced sentence, print split sentence. Okay. And then every time we get to a word, I guess let's print word as well. Okay, great. Okay, nice. So Joe can't tell between app, apple, and A. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I made the goofiest of mistakes here. This is lowered sentence. So I was not working well. No. Easy to see it once I put out the print debugging, huh? Okay, so we take the sentence, then lowered sentence. Okay. Then unpunctuated. Okay. Then spaced. All right. Then split. Yep. So that presumably should be better. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, so let's look for our fails here. Okay, so Joe can't tell between large and large. All right, so we were supposed to get rid of these. And I think we want to do that before splitting. So we're going to say unquoted sentence, replace. So here we take the spaced sentence and a regex, which is any place where there is one of these two things. A white space character followed by this, or this followed by a white space character. Right? And I guess we'll print that for now. Okay. Looks like I mushed a couple things together that I shouldn't. Oh, of course. Talk about not paying attention. Okay, so 3 still failing. All right, so this one. With apostrophes. So I got Joe can't tell between large and large. Well, that seems okay. Joe can't tell between large and large. All right, so what's it supposed to come out like? Joe can't tell between large and... Huh. Did with apostrophes pass? Or is with apostrophes? So that one did not pass. Wait. Hold on. Oh, that one, did that one fail? 1, 2, 3. Or, let's see. Or, is that possible? Ah, okay, 14 passed. Well, that seems good. That seems good. So let me get rid of the debug prints. Okay, so have I looked for Arturo format yet? I don't think I have, right? Let's look for it. Arturo programming language format auto form. Let's see, is there anything else? So command line. I don't think it's this. Not much of this seems to be. Oh wait. About Arturo specifically, I don't think. Inclusion. There's something about format here, I believe. Format. Okay, I don't think there's any such thing, and honestly, I think I'm kind of fine with that because the syntax is so gorgeous. And to be honest, this looks pretty okay to me. So, I think I'm gonna submit. Let's test one more time. Alright, so that one wasn't easy for sure. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Alright. Okay, so I can mark that off in the sheet at least. Turo. So we did this one. Okay, so now, can we figure out what's wrong with Bob? I hate it. Okay, so import sweet Bob test stating something. Hmm, interesting. So yeah, the problem is that these tests just don't run, right? Hmm. Don't quite know what to make of it. Yeah. So if it's this, all right. Let's just see if it works if I paste it into the website. I think there must be a problem with my solution file. Actually, I really don't know. Let's try this one in editor. All right. Can we see that okay? timed out. Okay. So yeah, it hung on my machine as well. So technically, I don't think we can do it this way, right? Let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite it completely, basically. So I think instead of doing this, I think we want to do case or something. Well, let's see. Let's look again. So now what am I looking for? I have to think to myself. What am I looking for? So we can do if else. Switch I don't really get, so let's look at that. So, switch. If condition is not false or null, perform given action, otherwise perform alternative action. Okay. How about case? Wait a minute. Hmm. All right. Hold on, I gotta step aside for a second, and the reason is because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I've gone mental. I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, so we should be able to do case on the input itself, right? Case on the input itself. That's probably the way to go. So let's try it. Whoops. Okay, so instead of doing any of this, let's do case hey Bob. All right. And then what did they do? Did they start a block? Or, let me look again. Case. Okay. So we're going to do when, and then we're going to put equals. All right. Does that seem right? Seems okay to me. So here we have to put so here I think we are going to want to have to use the and symbol. So let's go, well, we're going to do this, but then we're going to go and use the and symbol here, I guess. Okay. So here it's going to be when here it'll be when okay, and then there was a default, which was else. Okay, well that looks better. Unable to parse input code. Closing square bracket. Missing. Okay. Case hey Bob when. Yes, I am missing one. Yep, right here. Okay, so is that going to be better? Oh, look, it's hanging again. Well, that's uncool. So let's look again here. So now what I'm going to have to do, the next step, is I'm going to put it into this playground. And I'm going to have to see which test cases it can do. Okay, so here's the new implementation, I guess. Symbol not found, hey Bob. Really? Huh. Symbol not found, hey Bob. Case block to check for different cases. Oh, it says this returns nothing, so what's that about? Goodness. So do we need to return regardless? It looks like it did hang or something. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Let's go back. Let's go back to how it was. Mm. I'm gonna hop off here in like 5 minutes, and then I'll be back on it too, I guess, after I've eaten my lunch. Mm. So is this not what I had before? This one appears to basically work. What if I try pasting this in here? It's the same thing, right? Skill issues. I've done something, I don't know, something that someone experienced in the Arturo programming language wouldn't have done, whatever it is. Whatever it is that I did, I think they wouldn't have done it. So, what's the deal? Did all that, timed out, so no good. If perform action if given condition is not false or null. Yeah, I thought that was gonna be okay, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, I think it's okay in part because it appears to be okay here. All right, so the next step is to put the test cases into here to see if one of them is actually missing yet. Okay, so there's a whole bunch in here, right? Okay, so copy that. Seems all right. Okay, next. Okay. Wait, where did it go? No. Okay, if it's a number, is that gonna screw me up? I think so.